Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us the example of those who were before us. Allah gave us the example of those who were before us to show us the example of those who succeeded and those who failed. The example of how to stay steadfast in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and what would cause us to fall short. But it's also, again, just like the glad tidings at the end of the ayah, وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. There are those who succeeded. There are those who are close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted them. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us with them on the day of judgment. My dear brothers and sisters, part of our struggle and part of our strive and part of our showing our true iman is helping one another. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes in many places in the Quran as one ummah. إِنَّ هَذِهِ أُمَّتُكُمْ أُمَّةٌ وَاحِدَةٌ وَأَنَا رَبُّكُمْ فَاعْبُدُونَ. This is about the believers, but also the prophets that came before, that we are one nation. We all worship one God. And in the other ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, كُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ تَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَتَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ مِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ. You are the best community ever raised to humanity. You encourage that which is good, evil, believe in Allah. And my dear brothers and sisters, this is again part of our responsibility in proving our iman is taking care of one another, taking care of our community here, community at large, of our global community. And part of the ayah that Allah subhanahu, the second ayah that I recited, part of what makes us the best ummah, but also part of what makes us one ummah is our enjoining of good and forbidding of evil. And so if we see something that's good happening, we need to encourage it. If we see an opportunity to do good, we should be the first ones rushing towards it. And unfortunately, we look and if we reflect around us, that's not always the case. We see in many ways we are associating, I'm saying we liberally, I hope none of us individually are doing it, but we see things being associated with our religion, with our communities, with our backgrounds that might not be the most positive, when it should be the opposite. And on the flip side, we stay silent sometimes when we're seeing something wrong. We allow it to sweep under the rug. We don't want to inconvenience ourselves something that's wrong because we don't want to be caught in the crossfire. We don't want to bear the burden of someone else, even though it might be wrongfully so, even though it might be an injustice towards them. And again, my dear brothers and sisters, I can't go around and around and around without reflecting day in and day out about our brothers and sisters in Gaza and our brothers and sisters in Palestine in general and the situation that they're going through for months and months. And subhanAllah, we fast during the day, then we have our iftars at night, and we're blessed to be able to replenish ourselves before we begin fasting the following day. We're blessed to be able to come to the masjid and pray in the warmth, to be in the warmth of our homes. We're blessed to be able to sleep. I'm sure we all feel in Ramadan the hunger. We all feel the tiredness because our sleep schedules might have changed.